Okay, here's the scenario. You try to sing a note and it comes out completely wrong. You think, well, I can hear it in my head. Why can't I sing it? Even worse, you get maybe the first note or two, and then it goes fuzzy in your head. You sing a note out of tune, and you can't get back on track. You can't mentally hear the next pitch or pitches. And so the first panic thought is, am I tone deaf? Well, if that's happened to you, stick around because I'm going to tell you, you're very likely not tone deaf, and I'm going to show you how to improve your pitch matching skills. Here's the surprising truth about tone deafness. It's incredibly rare. We used to think it was around 4% of the population, but more recent studies now put that number at just 1 to 2%. If you were truly tone deaf, it would affect your ability to enjoy music. You wouldn't be able to hear if someone was singing out of tune. So let me ask you, if someone is singing terribly out of tune, can you tell? Can you hear that? Then you're not tone deaf. Now, we need to develop a skill, and the skill is here in the brain to be able to create and hold accurate pitch. Now, I have an app for you to use that will build this skill for you, and it's free. You can just click the link below. Now, singing a note in tune has two main components. The first is vocal technique, the ability for you to reach the desired note without cracking or straining or having any other vocal difficulties. But before we work on technique, we actually have to have a skill called audiation. Audiation is the ability to create the note in the mind. The voice, and this is the way I used to try and sing before I studied singing. I didn't think I could sing, and I was worried I was tone deaf. I would just take a wild stab at a note, and I would try and do it from my voice. I would just hear something or think, okay, I kind of know where the pitch is, and let me just shove my voice there. It didn't work. What I needed to develop was audiation, the ability to create the note in my mind. Now, if you can hear a song in your mind, that's audiation. If you can hear a melody, that's audiation. If you can really, truly hear the next pitch you have to sing, that's audiation. That is a skill that singers absolutely need because it's not from the voice to the brain, it's from the brain to the voice. The note needs to be created here first and then sent to the voice. Once we get the brain working, then we can work on making the voice more efficient so it can follow the brain's commands. Now, audiation is a complex skill that musicians are constantly working on improving. But the very first step is being able to hear a pitch and then match it. Now, if we try and do that just with the voice, it's problematic because if the voice isn't quite ready to match that pitch, if we don't have the technique yet, then we can't build our audiation and we're having trouble. We're going to build upon problems because we're likely going to miss the pitch. And what I've done is I've created an app that allows you to train this pitch matching ability. The idea for this came from a voice teacher friend, Chris Johnson, who pointed out this problem of trying to use the voice only to match pitch. And he talked about taking an app playing a pitch and then getting a sound generator that you could slide and then seeing if you could slide that to the pitch. And I thought, my gosh, that's brilliant. So I have to give Chris credit. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and put all of the tools in this free app. And I'm going to show you how it works. Now, when you click on the free link below, you'll be taken to this page. And this will give you a game and a score that you can build on. Let me show you how it works. First, you're going to play the target pitch. Okay, now come down here and hold and drag this. Let's play the target pitch. Let me check and see if that was right. No, that was 37 hertz off. Now, all hertz are their vibrations per second. That's the number we give to pitch, how many times it vibrates per second. And this particular pitch, the target was vibrating 476 times a second, and I guessed 513. So I was off a bit. So let's click new exercise and try this again. Target pitch. Okay, I can tell that's higher. Let me play the target. That's closer. Let me see. Oh, okay. So now I'm only 17 hertz off. And down here, it's going to keep track of your session. So you can see if you're improving from session to session. Let's do a new exercise. Let's play the target pitch. Target. Let me check it. So now I was only 3 hertz off. And basically, if you can get 95% plus, you're doing well. The app will tell you. And you're rarely going to be 100% on. If you can get there someday, fantastic. But when you start getting within 98, 99%, your brain is learning to really match pitch. And here's where you can up the difficulty, is only play the target pitch once. Hit new exercise. Don't play it again. Let me see. I got within 4 hertz, 98.7%. So for me, that's pretty good. Do this for a few minutes each day. And within a couple of weeks, your pitch matching skills are going to get better and better. And then practice playing a pitch and matching it with your voice. You can do it with the app. Just play a pitch and then hear it in your head. Match it with your voice. See how close you get. At a certain point, you don't need the feedback from this to tell you if you're getting closer. And then start singing melodies a cappella. Do them slowly, but really focus on nailing each pitch. Let me know in the comments how this works for you. I'm very, very curious because I want to start building more tools for singers. Let me know also what would be helpful for you to learn. And we'll talk soon. Take care.